I plan everything. I used to. This was very new to us. We were lost, very lost. Having a child in an ICU, going in and out of the ICU the first month, that was like an out-of-body experience for me. I learned to live one day at a time.
I couldn't break down. It wasn't an option. I had to be there because she had to fight. She had to deal with the pain. I couldn't help her with that, but I could help her know that she was supported in that. So that was my job. My job was to lift her up so that she could fight this disease.
You just have to be strong for your kid. You know he's going through some tough things, and he made it easier for me. You never really did see Nathan get down about anything. He's always a cheerful kid. He's actually pretty easy to be strong around. I mean, he doesn't feel sorry for himself or anything. He's happy.
We have been very blessed with Phoenix Children's Hospital. I have not always been in the best situation. You know, I've been a single mom, basically Ava's whole life. And so I'm very familiar with the social workers. I remember one Christmas, she reached out to us and asked if we wanted to participate in the Adopt a Family.
A hospital takes care of the patient. That's their job. That's their mission in life, is to care for the patient. But in a children's hospital, in Phoenix Children's Hospital, they also take care of the parents.
PCH facilities greatly helped us out being there. It's very comfortable. They bent over backwards to make sure everything was okay. We appreciate all of it.
The child life specialists in Phoenix Children's Hospital, their job or their role is more to attend to children in order for them to better cope with all of the medical stuff that is going around them.
I have to bring in the anesthesia mask again and just show them some pictures of what's going to be happening, if that's okay?
Do you want that too?
Or would you want to maybe play a little bit first?
Just instead of saying, like, we need to take some blood sample from you, whatever, the child life specialist comes in and says, look, this is what they are going to do. They are going to use this instrument. The reason they are doing this is because of this. And it may hurt a bit, but it won't be that much. And they're kind of a psychologist slash med slash tech slash nurse. They do all the, and they do an excellent job.
Phoenix Children's Hospital is a freestanding hospital that is all 100% about children. And so it's very different than an adult hospital that serves pediatric patients or an adult hospital in general. Children heal better and faster when they have opportunities to play, and they're more motivated. It's a lot more fun to go do a scavenger hunt in the hallway than to be forced to walk after surgery just because you have to walk. What's so unique and wonderful about Power Play is that it takes this combination of play, which is the language of children, the way they learn about the world and experience the world, and power of creating using their imagination and who they want to be, and really molds them together into this beautiful thing that is so powerful for kids.
What's great about the partnership between the art school in the Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts and the Phoenix Children's Hospital is that it's a fantastic way for our students to use their creative energy to help young patients enhance their healing process through discovery and creativity.
You just want something good and wonderful for these kids. You want them to have something that doesn't have anything to do with treatments or worry or the family. Just has nothing to do with any kind of stress. This is just fun. Just fun.
I was so excited. I got an email from someone in the fashion department, and I knew basically nothing about it, but I emailed back within about 10 minutes, and I was like, please let me into your class. And I emailed every single day until I finally got into the class, and so I have just been unbelievably stoked since I've been here.
You know, this was one of the first classes I heard about coming to ASU. From me also being a patient from Phoenix Children's Hospital, it really feels like a full circle moment, you know, to just help a kiddo feel like that they are normal in a sense, but then they're also super.
I knew the message behind this class and how impactful it would be, specifically for the kids and the parents. And so I really wanted to have a hand in that.
It's almost like the excitement that I used to get as a kid. I'm looking forward to seeing the excitement in other people, especially Gustavo. It's just something I'm greatly looking forward to and excited to, you know, just be a part of.
I've been so excited about the whole thing from the start. I was like, I'm gonna get paired with like a sweet kid. We're gonna do something awesome and it's totally gonna change my life. And I think we're on that path. It's gonna be amazing.
Today I'm hopefully making a new friend, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun creating wondrous, imaginative ideas, and hopefully maybe role play, acting out, and having lots of laughs.
Do you want like long sleeves or short sleeves on your costume?
I want short sleeves.
Short sleeves? Okay.
It's been a long time since Ava's been around people. She can be really shy when she first meets somebody, so like I knew she would love it. I just didn't know if it would take her a few times of meeting them to warm up. But she warmed up like so instantly.
Like Wonder Woman's skirt?
She's my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
The development really started to take form.
What do you think about that?
Oh, that's good.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
You want the cape, you want the boots, you know, you want the short sword and shield, and you know, do you want pointy ears too? You know, that kind of thing.
Gustavo likes Iron Man, but he also likes Superman. So he came up with the idea to like mix the best of both worlds, like red, but also using blue, the powers, like some powers of Iron Man, some powers of Superman, so yeah.
Do you like that style of wing? And there's also this style of wing too.
I like the other style.
The other style?
Oh. No belts.
Do you want to tell them why you don't want a belt?
Because I have a button.
Because she has a button. So she has a feeding tube around her waist. So it might be something that you guys want to, when you're making the costumes, nothing's too tight around it because it's uncomfortable for her, or like no elastic right there. Ava has cystic fibrosis, and what that is a genetic disease. It affects mostly the lungs and the pancreas, so the digestive tract of the body, and it depletes the body's ability to make vitamins that we take for granted. I still don't know as much as I need to know about it, but it's a lot of different problems with the lungs, and mostly that's the biggest part that's affected, is the lungs is the biggest issue. So we follow a pulmonologist and have since she was in utero, basically. And then her digestive tract, and that's where Ava's had the most amount of problems, is with the digestive tract.
Because of some of the things that she's been through with like hospitalizations and surgeries, she has experienced some trauma from those things, and I think she's worked really hard to overcome her fear of procedures and labs, but I think it's still a struggle for her. So I think having that superhero persona to help her deal with those things and conquer those fears, I think is huge.
When are you gonna see you again?
When are you gonna see me again? I think probably not more than 2 weeks.
Yay!
Is that okay?
The next step is I begin working on a more detailed design. I came in today with a really rough sketch on what I interpreted her idea to be. So I'm going to go to the fabric store and find different pretty fabrics and try to kind of piece them together, and then just from there begin building her unicorn princess costume.
I have a couple things I want to show you, all right? First one, I have your very magic sword here.
Oh,
look at this.
Nathan,
You want
look
to
at
touch
that.
it? Look at it.
Whoa, buddy.
That's a pretty cool sword, huh? He loved the swords, and he would not put the sword or the shield down the entire time.
It is.
We had to pry him out of his hands to try on a shirt. So that was fun, you know, that when he plays with the props more, Nathan's spirit comes out.
I gotta kind of aim towards that circle, so there you go.
As soon as Nathan put his sassy shoes on, his personality definitely came out. Starting to dance around and make jokes and stuff, so I guess that's all Nathan needed.
When I first met Nathan, he talked mostly through his mom. Like, he would look at us, and then he would look at his mom, and then tell her what he was thinking. And then she would relate to him, but she would encourage him to talk to us. Like, he has a very funny, goofy, witty side to him, so it was a lot of fun interacting with him today.
I want to put pink cowl around here too. What do you think, Eva? Do you like that?
Oh my gosh, I love Ava. She's just so enthusiastic and excited about everything. Every idea, she knows what she wants. She's excited about the options. When we got to show her things today, she was excited about her superhero costume, and this is my cape, and this is gonna be my skirt.
Take a picture of me for JJ.
Okay, I'll take a picture of you for JJ. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Look at me.
I find Ava to be really inspirational. She is honestly just so polite. Like, I know that's just a crazy thing, but she is the most polite girl and so just positive and excited about everything.
She has such an air about her, like an energy, a persona almost when she gets her costume on. You were seeing her little walk, her little strut.
See, it's beautiful.
Oh, you're so nice.
Wow. I think, yeah, it goes right
so
above it. It's
pretty,
perfect.
Okay.
She's confident in her superhero abilities. She knows what her powers are. She knows who she's gonna be when she wears her costume. She embodies a superhero spirit, and I love that about her.
As we've come to know her more, she is treating us more like friends, which is awesome because I literally want her to be my best friend. But yeah, she is just getting so excited about the costume, and it's really showing, and it's adorable.
I love her so much. I love her so much.
Very detailed, technical. You said the shock?
Well, we had when I took a sewing class in high school, and we had
Okay, so basically for this fitting today, all we're doing, got him the base form of the suit. We didn't have, well, the pattern that we had was for adults, so I had to use the extra small of the pattern and then use his measurements. And right now we're getting it fit to him, so I have to take it up on the shoulders because it's a one-piece four-way stretch. Would you like him like that, or you want him higher at the bottom? A little higher? Cool.
Gustavo is getting along very well with Ivan. Ivan is special. Ivan is very nice, very good. He understands Gustavo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little, yeah. I'm gonna make sure it goes a little longer because, yeah, as kids, yeah. Facts, especially right now.
He had his first fitting and Gustavo was excited about it. He put everything on and Ivan showed him the mask and Gustavo went home talking about the mask. He was like, oh my God, I'm so excited when that is ready, la la la. So yeah, they've been getting along very well. Gustavo trusts Ivan and is excited about what Ivan is doing for him.
We got him some shoes. So yeah, we got him some shoes. So that's a surprise for today.
Yeah, he came out of shell today.
Showed him, I got him a new pair of shoes. So Sheldon gave him the shoes today. He was excited about it. He was excited about the whole thing. So he's coming out of his shell, getting more comfortable, you know, figuring that out.
About a week before Gustavo turned 6, he was not eating a lot, actually, but we didn't think it was anything big. He was just a very healthy boy. My husband, he took him to the pediatrician, and he called me from there because the pediatrician said, I don't like how his heart is sounding.
When the doc started like checking up on him, he started for his vitals, and he was like checking his vitals, going through his notes. Check his vitals, going through his notes. And that, for me, that was like, no, something's not right.
I'll say like maybe within the first few minutes that he was examining Gustavo with the echo machine, he said, this kid is going to the ICU, we need to put him on these medications. He has only 30% heart function. I fainted.
Okay, this is serious. He's in a very bad condition. Even though when you looked at him, he was okay. He was doing fine.
He came to me and he said, there is nothing else that we can do in Puerto Rico for Gustavo. Even though he was in bad shape, he was stable. He said, now he can fly anywhere. We can put him on a plane. Obviously, it's going to be an air ambulance, but we can fly him anywhere. He's not in a critical situation right now. And 2 weeks, only 2 weeks after Gustavo was in Phoenix Children's Hospital, he had to be intubated. He was getting very, very weak, and his heart couldn't handle the load of his body. So they had to put him in an ECMO machine, which is, that's like the last step before you die. So Gustavo was in the ECMO for less than 24 hours, which was great. And Gustavo was with the ventricular assist device June 24th, 2019 until August 22nd of 2020. A year and 2 months. I remember it was a Friday when we received the call that there was a heart for Gustavo. The surgery took place on Saturday, and it was very scary. But thankfully, after that, he was extubated, and he was doing very well after that.
One would think that how can a 7-year-old or a 7-year-old can be like someone to look up to? Look at his, look at his journey. We can learn a lot from him.
Gustavo is a child who has shown a lot of resilience, a lot of bravery. So has his family. I look forward to watching him grow, develop. I look forward to staying connected with him and watch him meet those milestones that otherwise he probably would have not been able to enjoy. So that makes me really happy, and that's inspirational. That keeps me going.
The power play for Gustavo is like a way of expressing himself. For children that have gone through so much in the hospital and through their stay, through their condition, it's for sure it's very helpful for their emotional well-being, yes.
Having to have that transplant at that age, fighting through that and getting through it and figuring out how to be happy, and have a little excitement about stuff every day is something that inspires me.
that is my kid. She is the superhero. She doesn't need to be the Hulk or Thor or Wonder Woman because she has accomplished and fought more in her life than they ever would.
I'm so happy that you like it, Ava.
What do you think about it? What's your favorite part?
The sleeves.
The sleeves. She's obsessed with the sleeves.
Yeah.
Thing, it's you just add like a little piece on here.
Oh, yeah. She wants to be a fashion designer when she grows up, and so she now thinks that her fashion designers are her best friends, and they're strictly designing outfits just for her because they love her. And if she thinks that people think she's cool, man, her whole world lights up. So this thing, like being a superhero, is the coolest thing in the world for her.
So she doesn't do poor fashion. Right.
Nathan has had the time of his life seeing the costumes he has designed with his designers come to life. He loves it. I love seeing him enjoy stuff like this.
Here you go, Nathan.
That's what I was looking for.
It's hard to get him away from that shield and sword when he first saw them. So I know he's going to love that one on the presentation day.
Oh, those ladies, oh, let me tell you, they are full of heart. They have done so much, and again, we couldn't be more grateful for them. Nathan, you can tell he's very comfortable with them, which is good, because Nathan's usually a little shy at first.
Oh my gosh.
Nathan was actually born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. It's a severe heart condition, and well, we unfortunately found out when I was 18 weeks pregnant at our scan.
The person doing the ultrasound got real silent all of a sudden, and we found out afterwards that she only saw half a heart. He only has 2 chambers instead of 4 chambers. At first, I thought it was a death sentence. But then you say, no, there's procedures. Kids can live now with this condition.
It hit hard. You know, it was rough to hear that our baby was going to be born with a severe heart defect. It was brought to our attention that Nathan might need a heart transplant.
We were afraid of transplant because we knew it wasn't a cure. There's all kinds of stuff we got to do now. Medication for the rest of his life. He lived in a bubble for the first couple years because we were just worried about germs and sicknesses.
Nathan was actually listed for his heart transplant on October 15, 2015. And we were notified exactly 1 year, almost to the T on minutes and hours, that they had a heart for Nathan.
Waiting for a heart transplant for a year is a stressful thing for a family, and they handled it incredibly well. You know, all those outpatient visits, and you know, you just never know when it's going to happen, and you have to sort of live with that.
We thought he was doing good until he got his transplant. Then we saw what he became after the transplant. It's like, oh, he wasn't doing so good beforehand. His color changed right away. They let us into the room when he came out of transplant. You can instantly see different skin color.
Over time after transplant, he's become this vivacious, enthusiastic, just normal, playful little boy. It's been a fun thing to watch.
I hope he can just live to be a normal child, a normal person, get to do what he wants to do, grow up and be what he wants to be. Right now, that's becoming a veterinarian, so so I hope he gets to do that. You know, it's what every parent wants for their child.
My own hopes and dreams for Nathan is that he's happy.
Today, we're here to reveal the costumes for Power Play. It'll be the first time that the kids have seen their costumes, and we're super excited.
You ready? Come on.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're ready.
Let it go. Come on, let it go.
dad and my sister.
Go with them.
Hey! Look. Superman, Iron Man, Thor. Yep. Mira, así como que volando. He's flying at us. Hay que dárselo otra vez con las manos así para frente. Bien, duro, duro, fuerte ahí. Yes. Mira para acá.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and your dedication. Thank you.
That's the best I can do.
That's a good idea. Add to your hair. Wow.
Spin, I want to see. Oh my gosh, look at your tiara. Do you love it? Yay, bear.
Okay, mommy's gonna go in the other room.
Okay, perfect.
Is that for brother JJ?
And then